I decided to just kind of read the first part of it, and hopefully it's not too long. Okay, so it's in the twilight of a dying age, or of the dying age. Today is the 3-month anniversary of my first visit to Alicia's. Alicia's long-haired and skinny as a twig, her hands stick out like bare branches, her nails gleam like green leaves, her hips sway back and forth, gentle like the wind. Alicia claims that I have stage 1 paranoia, that I'm a borderline hypochondriac, that my intimacy issues stem from my partner and my mismatched auroras. He should have been born a Taurus, she tells me, then you two would be fine. Max doesn't know that I visit Alicia's. I know that he wouldn't approve. I tell him that I'm going to my bi-weekly book club, and he tells me that I read too much. The book club is a fabrication, of course. What I really do is throw myself into my Kia Rio, take a left down the street, and then make a U-turn back onto the highway to drive 15 miles towards the edge of town, where Alicia's 5-room shack house sits decaying. Alicia is not a therapist, though she attempted to become one in her college days. The problem with therapy, she told me when I first met her, is that most therapists discount the inherent magic of the world. Auroras, spells, curses, incantations, and zodiac, these are the things that rule our lives, even if we never believe them. Max doesn't approve of spells or incantations. Max doesn't believe in magic at all. Max is a standard atheist, a left-brain thinker, an engineer of something technical, though I've never been sure of what. Max doesn't read the horoscopes, not even for fun. He has never dabbled in the occult. He believes all things are the result of careful planning. Spontaneity doesn't exist in his lexicon. I first visited Alicia after watching a documentary on the Discovery Channel about the death of the universe. I became convinced that I was seeing signs of our universe decaying, that any minute now our sun would flicker out and leave our bustling planet lifeless and cold. Max told me not to worry. Scientists have basically proved that it won't happen for some time now, he told me. You don't have to worry about that. Stop watching those channels, they're all shit now anyway. I tried a therapist, but it didn't work. She was intelligent, more decorated academically than I am, but the way she chewed on her pen cap during our meeting made me both anxious and appalled. I looked elsewhere for help. Alicia advertised herself as a clairvoyant extraordinaire, a mystical woman with the power to see past, present, and future. Her ad featured a picture of a woman escaping from a genie's lamp. In the smoke, she had written her address, number, and fees. $15 per hour, the smoke read. 15414 Kinney Drive, call for appointments today. I ripped the ad from the paper in secret as Max cooked breakfast, crumbling it up and shoving it into my pocket. Max made eggs, toast, orange juice, and bacon. He arranged them in a smiling face on my plate, with the toast cut into triangles lining the edge of the plate like ears. I ate fast, thanked him, and kissed him goodbye. There was still orange juice on my lips. Today, Max thinks I'm discussing The Buddha in the Attic by Julia Otsuka. I've spent the last 2 weeks reading the book in his sight, as well as tempting him to read it in preparation for today. I can't miss today's meeting with Alicia. She tells me it'll be the most important one yet. Next time we're going to discuss your future, she told me as she finished her cigarette. Don't be late, the moons are aligned only briefly this year. I'm not sure what moons Alicia is talking about, but I have no reason to doubt her. Alicia's never steered me wrong. She has prescribed to me various forms of meditation to combat my stress, bath soaps to deal with my anxiety, candles for my social phobias, vitamins for my personality. Alicia is an encyclopedia of feel-good, a reservoir of platonic love. Do what I say and you'll be fine, she says. Your auroras are out of whack, clashing with his, but they'll be back soon, don't worry. I pull up to Alicia's house just as the sun is going down. Her figure graces the doorframe, her long shadow drifting across the failing white porch littered with termites. She is barefoot and propped up against the broken frame, smoking a cigarette that blinks red in the coming dark. She spots my car and takes one last puff, letting the smoke trail up and around her face. With one hand, she moves her hair behind her ear, and with the other, she rubs out her cigarette on the doorframe. I stop my car and stay inside. She approaches from the porch, her bare feet trotting through the overgrown yard, ankles rubbing the yellow dandelions sprouting from the dirt. She approaches my car door and leans in close. I open the door just a crack, and she whispers in, "Come quick." Her face drops and her lips tense as I draw closer to her. The moons are lined and there are shadows in the way. I watch her figure turn and disappear into the house. I swallow hard and close my eyes tight. When I open them, the sun drops in the sky and coats the yard in black.